A three-day medium-term strategy retreat was recently organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Education on the year 2017 budget framework and the 2016 budget review for the sector. The retreat was aimed at assisting the Lagos State government to properly plan for the education sector in 2017 while ensuring that education in the state meets international standard. In his address at the retreat, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mr. Adeshina Odeyemi, disclosed that the program would pay attention to identified goals, evaluate them, and also set objectives to reform the budget process, and at the end, ensure an improvement in the education sector.
The purpose of this workshop is to evaluate and reappraise current national components not captured in the previous years and in line with the goals of the vision. There is need for NMPA to develop its sector's strategy, program-based budgeting, budget profiling, and impact assessment.
According to the Lagos State Deputy Governor, Dr. Idiat Adebule, who chaired the occasion, the Lagos State government is committed to using an innovative and robust strategy towards achieving quality education in the state.
As many of us are aware, the medium-term sector strategy is an action plan that breaks down the overall sector activities into sub-sectors. Each sub-sector is consistent with sectoral policy priorities, obtain a set of programs and projects which has been hosted and fitted into the resource of strength. Let me emphasize here again that this administration is committed to a more robust education policy to achieve the vision of a functional, quantitative, and effective education for our children in the state. We are poised to ensure that our schools are conducive for effective teaching and learning, and our teachers are exposed to the best available training that will help them deliver.
Some of the participants shared their views with Education Report on TV.
It's an understatement to begin to talk about how important education is. Education is at the base of everything we do. And if we do not get it right with the education sector, we are not likely to get it right with anything. And that's why it is important for us to sit down to look at, we're going to review our activities in the past year and then project into the future. We're going to look at what are the needs in the education sector and then put that side by side with available resources and see what we can do in the next 3 years.
After this retreat, we are going to write a very comprehensive report, and the recommendations will enhance the productivity of the states when it comes to budgeting for the needs of the Ministry of Education. MTSS is going to be like a yardstick for the government to apply in determining what the needs will be for the education sector in the next 2 years.
We expect that all the MDAs that in the education sector will be proactive and come up with what are their plans for 2017. And based on what government is going to give to the sector, then you need to convince the sector as to the fund that will be allocated to your section. Because it won't be nice for you to allocate any fund for you, and of course, you don't have any program to execute during the course of the year. It means the fund will just be sitting down somewhere, and whereas the other MDAs that are in need of such funds. You know, resources of government is very scarce, and government is particular to ensure that whatever resources that is available is judiciously spent.
The purpose of it is for relevant officers to work on the distribution of, funds for the various activities that have been marked out for the development of education in Lagos State. Obviously, if this is done the way we expect it to be done, and which we're sure we're going to do, we can be sure we'll have a great deal of progress.
The outcome of the retreat will no doubt greatly enhance and reform the education sector as the participants made meaningful contributions and recommendations for effective and efficient education sector.